You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started.
Fuck.
I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job.
Была хорошая история, да.
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders. Pa. Now, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are. Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
Охуенное начало.
If I'm not, then how come?
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
Вот видите, папа не тот, кто зачал, а тот, кто воспитал, ребят.
Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Где он одежду взял? Спиздил кого-то одежду.
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk. And that fella landed with you.
А, вот.
You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
Голый лежит.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all...
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Like, we've got to disappear. Like, come on, I'll help you up.
Титр можно сделать снизу и над головой, но какие-то титры важные, они всегда снизу. Спасение.
How are you holding up?
It's not so bad.
All right. That'll have to do for now. As long as you're able to talk. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
Horseman. Faster.
I'm doing what I can, pal. Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck.
What's the matter?
Scallis is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You survived Scallis, and you'll survive this. Come on!
Bianca.
Come on!
Father?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important
Father!
in the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What are you? Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to
For
Serenity.
Christ's sake!
If anything happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on.
Promise me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus.
Can't run away.
Henry, pull yourself together.
Kill them.
Please. There's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run. No.
Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
Look.
We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa. Dead. They're all dead.
But we aren't yet. Henry, a light. Look,
I see it.
we've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on, pal. Hold on. We're here. We're here.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. They're...
That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed, but don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think again, strong!
Hey, lad! Are you alive, lad?
Мои скиллы вытекают, вся моя прокачка из него. Сейчас. Скручивается умение. Лысый уёбок. Нет, кинца. В первой части было меньше кинца.
They burned it to the ground.
Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground?
Huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
Ой, бля. Но он живой хотя бы. Ты узнал, где твоя постель?
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but
Ну и
he was
башка у
on the
него
edge there
огромная,
for a bit.
конечно.
And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
Бывало ли хуже у меня? Ну, когда меня 5 половцев ебали на дороге в первой части. Бывало, наверное.
About worse. My shoulders things a bit, but...
Вебка закрывает варианты.
Speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too. in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushena's my name.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out
О, мы
what to
играем в
do
игру
next.
сейчас. Страшное падение. После страшного падения вам чудом удалось выжить, но из-за полученных травм вы потеряли несколько очков основного уровня, навыков и умений. Ничего не поделаешь. Придется постепенно восстанавливаться и позже возвращать их в игре. Ничего не поделаешь. Вот там, блядь, ну было и было. Несколько, в скобочках все. Я правильно понимаю? Нет, смотрите, я 6-й уровень. Сила 5, ловкость 6, живучесть 5, красноречие 7. А навыки в бою. Ведение боя 7, владение мечом 7, остальное по 5. Ха. Вонючка, голод, ослабление, вонючка. Ты провонял. Это беда не только для окружающих, но и для тебя. Вонь тебя выдаст, коли решишь куда-нибудь незамеченным проскользнуть. От запаха можно легко избавиться, посетив баньку. Или ополоснувшись в корыте.
This wound is still bleeding. I better bandage it up quick before I bleed out.
Ой, какая вкуснятина, ты глянь.
That's really good. So good. Aye. True bliss is a full belly.
Давай еще. Как же он вкусный, как же он аппетитно это делает. Просто жесть. Кайф. Слушай, картинка стала в разы лучше на мой вкус. Прям особенно в помещениях. Очень круто. Мертвый мерзавец. Опа! Поехали! Самое время напомнить, как играют барсуки. Так, она попросила меня подмыться.
I feel like a new man.
Feel like a new man. Так, поехали, ребят. Работаем. Сейчас прополим бабуле здесь грядочку. Это пригодится нам, мы же знаем, для чего это нужно. Будем делать зелье потом. Анимация стала чуть быстрее, да. Но все равно люди скачивают мод на анимацию, потому что она их задалбывает. Но мне, как стримеру нормально, я могу бросить взгляд на чат, прочитать сообщения. Вот и помогай людям после этого. Да не, нормально. Я думаю, бабуля не против. Ё, какой толкан классный у бабули, ё-моё, она живет со всеми удобствами.
Шизофреники играют. Вижу часто такой, заходишь к стримеру, сука, все тащит как барсук какой-то, просто пиздец. За игру, блядь, один раз аптечку прожмет, блядь, в инвентаре 900, блядь. Какие-то пушки, которые он не есть, блядь, сука, уёбок.
Уёбок. Погнали, поговорим с Баженой.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, But we'll need
Прям
some
сразу
fresh
варить
sage
будем?
for it. And of
Обалдеть.
course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Я в травах разбираюсь. Как мне траву узнать? Я разбираюсь в травах, у меня 6 оленей.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. Both of them grow in sunny places. There are sandstone cliffs around here. The soil underneath might suit them.
Good lad. You really do know a thing or two. I'd never have guessed. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with
Погнали.
that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere, or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Да справлюсь.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek.
У ручья.
The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
True.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till judgment day.
Помойся.
All right. I'll get to it.
Поехали. Так, опять взять лопату. Такое мы уже делали. Так, карту можно открыть и даже посмотреть, куда нам надо. О, это максимальное приближение, как будто бы оно не очень большое. F, собрать шалфей, собрать ромашку. И где-то здесь взять лопату. У навозной кучи. Так вот же она. Подобрать труп. Ну, погнали. Отволочь его к ручью. Это что такое там? Кабасик? Блин, надеюсь, он меня не боднет. Упал.
Shoulder. This bastard's hard work. You can't be in the ground soon enough.
Какая могила ровная. Блин, лес, кстати, стал еще круче по ощущениям. Да? После тяжелой работы. Но подмыться еще надо, чтобы от меня не воняло мертвечиной. Нормальненько. Ох, какой красивый. Ну это как будто бы скриптованный олень, чисто чтобы показать красоту игры.
Purple flower, sage. There we go.
Типа ждет нас. красота. Ладно, погнали назад. Что-то собака недовольная.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something...
Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
Вы не похожи на людей пана Бергова, это факт. Они не похожи.
You're from Lord von Bergov? You don't look like it.
Kurva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to cold steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
Так, ха-ха-ха-ха-ха. Мы их прогнали. Ложь. Можно соврать. Проваливайте. Это не напугать. Я отвечу просто, мы посланники, мы попали в засаду.
I'm Henry of Skalitz. I'm
Отвечу правду.
accompanying Sir Hans Capon on a mission to deliver an important letter to Lord von Bergov. We were the ones who were ambushed yesterday by the pond. And Sir Hans isn't fit to travel now. Please report to Trotsky that we'll come as soon as we can. And have them send us horses and some clothing. And an escort would be good too.
Shit, how about that? I didn't expect you to
Бля,
fall
он
for it so
ебал
easily.
меня!
I was kidding you before, but I reckon you figured that out. Eh? We'll
Сука,
take
он
your hands with
наебал
us. But we've no need
меня!
of you.
Я думал...
Farewell, Henry of Skalitz.
Hey,
This'll be
you!
quick, boy.
What are you...
This'll be quick, boy.
Get ready to face your maker!
Bad luck. Do it.
No, I'm done with this!
Сюда иди. Я на хардкоре эту игру прошел. Иди сюда, гнида. Ты куда побежал? Иди сюда, дядя. Ладно, иди. Я тебя догоню, походу.
Спасибо за стрим. Надеюсь, романтическая история Генри и пана Птачека продолжится, и мы окунемся в нежную атмосферу полную любви.
Блин, еще одну могилу, что ли? Бабуль, извините, тут, ну, ситуация, конечно, произошла не очень приятная, надо помыться. Что поделать?
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her.
Господа, свистать
I'd like to
всех
know
наверх.
why all this is
Игра уже
happening.
доступна
Your
в зеленом.
friend was talking
Вперед
in a
бить лысого
delirium in the
урода.
night.
We're no bandits.
Игра пока очень
I swear to
охуенная.
you. I'm
Кто
thankful to you for
интересуется,
saving
просто
us.
зайдя на секундочку.
And I'm sorry it caused you
Очень
trouble.
круто пока.
Well, you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
А сама не можешь.
All right, I'll try.
Ой, вы можете варить зелье на алхимическом столе. Погнали, бабуль. Так. Сон быстрее лечит себя. При хорошем качестве во время сна быстрее восстанавливается запас энергии. Возьми вино, 2 горсти ромашки, горсть шалфея. Доложи в котелок ромашку и кипяти 1 оборот. Измельчи шалфей и добавь в котелок. В конце слей. Понял? Налить вино. Просто ромашка. Кипятить 1 оборот. Измельчить шалфей и добавить в котелок. Let's go. Базу сначала нужно, ребят, произвести. Блин, забавно этот... Блин, странно.
What did
Вау.
you hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well.
В игре теперь
For
есть
most
пресеты
potions,
шмота
you just have
красный
to
щит в
simmer the
инвентаре.
herbs for a
Есть
bit.
3
But
сета, которые
sometimes you
можно
need
на
to get
лету
it
менять.
good and
Но
hot.
ты не знаешь
So
так,
you have
как
to get the
скипнуло
fire
обучение.
Не, я знаю,
under the
я
cauldron
слышал об
using the
этом.
bellows.
Я видел
Try
ролик.
fanning it with...
Фух. Качество 2. А всего их 3, да? Окей, нормально. Среднее, то есть. А, это количество, а не качество было. А качество какое было?
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That
Блин, вот бы
works
помыть
wonders.
где-нибудь одежду свою. Поспать до утра. Вы устали. Ну что ж. Давайте посмотрим, где мы находимся. Мы по-прежнему здесь. То есть мы тусили где-то вот тут. За бабами бегали, да? Потом тусили где-то здесь, в этих горах непонятных. И вот нечаянно оказались у бабули. Ой-ой-ой, что это такое-то? Подглядываем. Подглядываем. В ручье можно отмыть одежду. Не, пофиг, я посплю. Потом отмоюсь в банях уже. Блин, кабасик тут ходит, бродит прям так близко. До утра, говорит она. Ну, до 5 получается. Дальше не могу поспать. Хорошо. Блин, приснилось что-то.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Ой-ой-ой. Дочка приехала.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake.
Female.
Were you having a nightmare?
Господи, ты ангел?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Лучше, чем вчера. Это точно.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Батя самый важный был.
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But
Ты чё, колдунья, что ли? Она мне расклад Таро делает сейчас. Блин, забавно, как диалоговый текст скачет из одной части экрана в другую. Прям вот хуй даже вебку нормально разместишь. То туда, то сюда.
Thanks, Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Яичницу по-белорусски. Очко умений. Они нужны, чтобы открывать новые способности улучшения. Список умений можно открыть, нажав P. Не мытьем, так катанием. Если соперник отражает твои попытки оглушить его или убить из-под тишка, то получаешь штраф к своим характеристикам. Тогда уж тебе будет проще одолеть его обычным способом. Бля, прикольно. Можно попробовать. Тут как бы вроде как лучше сделали стелс. Можно даже попробовать реально стелсиком поиграть. Выполнив связку, ты мгновенно восстанавливаешь часть выносливости и можешь атаковать снова. Тоже круто, как будто бы. Феерия звучит прикольно, если связки научиться делать. Ну что, подкачались чуть-чуть. Поехали дальше. Погоди, а у меня появилась отмычка? А нет. Красота какая, где птачек? Сидит уже, кадрит.
Henry, come and join us.
Можно сесть с девушкой?
Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a Cuman patrol.
Cumans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov We're saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can
По-моему,
count.
было 3.
Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a
Pony.
reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the
Всё
mighty
ещё
walls of Talmberg Castle to get
Говорим
inside
про
and
первую
open the
часть игры,
portcullis
ребят.
to
Ну это
our
классно
brothers in
сделано для
arms who were
новичка,
poised
который не
and
играл
ready to attack.
первую.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Давайте узнаем.
True enough.
Слышь.
How did you manage to get the
Слышь.
best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for. But I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zhelioth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bajena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can
Прочитай
leave me
все
that
перки в
spade.
пьянстве.
We can't manage
Да,
without
хорошо.
it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in
Слабый
danger or
спасительный
don't know which
шнапс.
way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then he shouldn't sell so dear. He charges nearly twice as much as we do, so it's no wonder folks buy from us. But I understand. Next time I'll come straight home, so you're not on your own so much. If anyone comes here again threatening you, I'll put them in their place with an arrow.
Лопату уже оставили.
Try it on with us.
Maybe it's a good thing you wasn't here. They'd catch you, and I dread to think what they'd do with you.
They'd never catch me. You know I can take down a hare on the run, and a man's an easier target.
True enough. You've got a steady hand and an eye like a hawk. Not like me. But you know how it is. The less fuss going on around here, the better for us. And if anything does happen, we've got Growler.
Воркотун, где он, кстати?
Leave us in the lurch.
True. That animal is God's gift. Time to do something useful. The days are long, but there's no end of work to do.
Aye. Thank you, Pavlena. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Такой важный стоит, глянь на него.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
Как же остальные наши люди? Они померли. Надо за Барбосом вернуться.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Let's go. Пока, спасибо большое, Бажена. Спасибо большое, дочка Бажены, Павлена. От души вам, с гостеприимства. Спасли нас. О, и еще и бабла подкинула. Ну ё-моё.